Hello everyone, Michael here from BagoGames.com. I got a little double feature for you for twin stick shooters. I'm going to be looking at Inferno Plus as well as Ballistic. Both are twin stick shooters and both are from Radiangames. As you probably will be able to tell, they are from the same company like I said, so you can probably tell just by looking at them when you see both of them in this video. They sort of have the same aesthetic, I guess you can say, same sort of style, but they're both excellent twin stick shooters. I'm really having a lot of fun with them because they're both sort of different. Ballistic is more geography wars type of style where it's, you know, there's a whole bunch of different waves, there's different modes, stuff like that. This one's more of a top-down, I'll just call it a dungeon crawler just because it's how I know of it, because there is some level up aspects of it. There's a shop, and there is the fact that you have to, you know, look for keys, unlock doors, stuff like that. Let's just jump into it. I actually played around a little bit, not too much, just like about 5-10 minutes, just to see what the game's all about, because I realized it looked the same, so I was wondering what the difference was. But now I know. When you start a new game, you have warm, hot, volcanic difficulty. Warm being the easiest, volcanic being the hardest, and I'm going to be doing it on hot. So I already started a game. It shows how much money I have as well as what level I'm on. I'll start a new game just so you guys can see what goes on. You pick a class at the very start. Each one has its own little weapon as well as it has its own type of shield. So there's only two different weapons, homing and reflex, but there's also two different shields, electrocute and repulsor. I was a defender in mine, but let's try out this other one because I've yet to try this one out. So as you can see, you start out, you can use the WASD to move. I believe it supports gamepad as well. I'm not 100% sure, but typically most of these games do support those ones. You can use the arrow keys to attack if you don't like using the mouse. I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's really choppy, but or you can use the mouse, you know, to have a little bit more precision. Using shift, that uses your shield. Now you only can hold it for a certain amount of time. In the top left, you'll see the bar go up and down. Sorry, sorry, a little pause there. I kept hitting shift. The game actually accidentally closed because it turned on sticky keys or whatever. But yeah, like I said, you can only hold it for a certain amount of time. You have to hold it to use its full potential. Right beside, on the right side of the shield bar, there's your health. You can take 3 shots and you die, but you can level up your health and stuff like that. So don't worry. You can. There's chances to get more health. And to the left of that, the first image is the key, obviously. I pick up 1, it goes up 1. The next one to that is bombs. I've yet to use bombs, so I'm not sure how to use those yet, but I'm sure I'll figure out that somehow in the future, because you can level up bombs as well. And to the right of that is droids. Droids are just small companions that, you know, join you, and there are little tutorial hints here. So there are different types of enemies, and of course you'll see more and more of different types as the further along you go and the more levels you go further down. In the top right, from picking up enemies as well as just picking things up off the ground, there are it's pretty much just your money. You use money to unlock more skills. Oop, I got hit there. And you level up those skills by beating levels. Beating the levels actually gives you 1 skill point per level, I believe, although I'm sure there's chances to get more. So if I use my shield here, yeah, I don't take any damage, but on the downside, you cannot attack while you have your shield on, so it's mostly used as a... Oops, I should have dodged there. That was terrible bad. So I have 1 life left, but let us go. So as you can see, we got 1 upgrade point. And we're gonna hop into the shop here. Just hit space to enter. Now here's the shop menu. There's let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10 different types of quote-unquote skills you can get. Now you can use your money to unlock more, so it shows how much it takes to unlock them, as well as you start out with these 3, just your basic ones. I have enough to unlock, you know, Electro Shield or something like that, but I'm gonna just bump up my health because I tend to like the extra health. It helps a lot. And you can also go to items and buy items. There are drones, which like I said, are just little people that follow you around. There are bombs, 15,000. It seems like they're really expensive, so they must do a lot. And you can also buy keys, meaning that in the future there are going to be possibly doors that you can't find keys to unlock. You have to buy them if you want to get into some more, additional areas and such stuff like that. You can also configure your guy if you want to switch out your type of, your class, I guess you could say. But I shall keep with this. Exit the shop, and let's continue on our way. So meet a new type of enemy, just these little balls that follow you around. Quite annoying. And if you have... Oh, okay, that's a bad example now. But I picked up some health there, but if you have full health, you can actually turn that health package into a drone, which is nice. Just so if you don't want to actually use the health right away, you can at least use it for something. Or if you don't need the health, it's nice. What? Did not think there was a guy there. So it is quite nice. It's a very nice looking game. Everything handles really smoothly. It has a really really smooth feel to it. It flows really well. Just you get that feeling when you play, something like Geometry Wars as well. So you can tell by why they took this sort of aesthetic. I use my shield to get in here. Get rid of this thing. This thing spawns these balls, and these balls are really annoying. Now, killing guys like this, like these enemies, don't give you money. So, and there's no experience or anything like that, so just be wary of that. You don't have to always kill enemies if you don't need to. Mostly the main enemies, like these guys, they'll give out money and stuff like that when you kill them. And I've only played through 5 levels, and the levels are quite small. So I'm not sure how many levels there are exactly, but there's another shop here. Let us get Electro Shield and see what that does. So you can unlock it, and then you can put a point in it. And you can also unlock, there's always a level 2 to pretty much all of the... I guess not all of them. There's a level 2 to these ones. And exit shop. So if we use our shield now, it has a little electric burst, I guess. So here I picked up a whole bunch of drones. Now in the top left you see I have 7. I have 1 out with me, shoots along with me, and automatically aims for enemies. As you can see, it's aiming at the enemies through the wall. Doesn't realize that there's a wall blocking it. They can die. Once they die though, you automatically throw out a new one, so they're not really something that you need to manage, which is nice. It just sort of automatically appears, I guess you could say, once the other droid gets hurt. So I'm going to try out this Electro Shield. Wow, that is nice for against those enemies. So I think the class at the start actually defines on what kind of skills you can get, because like I didn't have Electro Shield for my other class because it didn't say. But this is quite nice actually to, destroying those guys. It's a lot easier than what I was doing before, which having to shoot all of them. Being quite hurt, but luckily I know there's health packs over here, and I have plenty of drones, so I don't need to worry about turning those health packs into drones. Let's pick up this key. Actually, let's go pick up that health pack over there and turn it into a drone. So it automatically goes into our inventory. Destroy all these. Oh gosh. Getting quite hurt. And I might die here. I've never died before, but maybe I'll be the first to die on camera. I'm actually playing a lot worse than I did when I was actually playing by myself. That usually tends to be how it is anyways. And there are secret bonus exits. Now you have to generally find your way to get into the exits, but generally it's going to come to, find the secret passage through the wall. And it'll just give a little info on what's upcoming. And it's just a bonus level, no enemies. All I have to do is run around, collect as much as you can in the time that remains, and then it'll automatically port you to the next level. So I'll make sure I just grab as much as I can. And there are secret walls in here, so you gotta be wary of those to get the most amount of money that you can. It doesn't look like I'm going to get all of this, sadly. But I will get a nice amount of droids. Oh, can I get that last bit of money? Ah, no, I can't. So it'll automatically port me to the next level, but I have a ton of drones now, luckily. And let us upgrade our shield energy so we can have that electro shield a bit longer. Now let me just actually see if I switch to the defender now. And go to upgrades. Ah, yeah, it did change my shield to the repulsor shield. So it does, and it changes what weapon you get too, because I have homing shots here. If I went to the other one, it'd have reflex shots, which I have yet to try out. So we're gonna actually go back to Annihilator. I have plenty of money to spend, and we'll get these reflex shot, which from the picture you can obviously see. I don't have any upgrade points, but you can obviously see that they reflect off the wall rather than home, which is nice. It's nice they have those. Oh, here. It's nice that they have those different variety, I guess. So that pink thing up there is a mine. You can shoot it to destroy it, but it will shoot out lots of little bullets that will potentially hurt you. So what you want to do actually is, as you can see, once you get close, it detects, and luckily my droid blocked that bullet. But generally, you want to actually use your shield and bypass that. Get rid of these guys. And get this droid over here. And there's also these guys. These guys don't do anything. They're pretty much just there to block you. And the droid's nice because it does get rid of some bullets and enemies, because it can get killed, so it sometimes takes those bullets for you. As you can see, running into these things doesn't kill you, but they do block your way, so you gotta destroy them, because they can be quite annoying. These turrets are simple now. Luckily they do block enemies though, so it's nice. So as you can see, it talks about the mines here. So to bypass them, you can use your shield, which you can use right click or left mouse button. Now they will explode, but again, you're invincible during your shield, so it's not a problem. And head to the exit. So far we got 4 upgrade points. We're going to go here and get those reflex shots that we had before, unlocked before. So now my shots reflect off the wall, which is very good for tight corridors. And as well, I got a ton more. This was actually a good situation where I got the reflex shots. I got a ton of droids, so I'm not at all worried about these guys. I'll just actually use my shield and blow right through them. Yeah, I did get hurt there. This is actually a really good weapon to use for these guys, because they only take like 1 shot to kill, so, and bouncing off walls makes it a lot easier. A large, massive AoE damage right here. Just pop my shield for a bit just to get rid of some of these guys. And use my shield to pop through here, not get hurt, pick up some health, and let's continue on our way. So I'm going to actually blow both of these up, just to make sure I don't get killed. Now there's some money down there, actually quite a large amount of money. I'm actually going to blow up these mines. Now it doesn't look like that enemies can hurt each other, so those mines actually did not destroy the thing that I wanted it to, sadly. And I might have actually destroyed the money that I was going to get. Info. Bombs. Alright, so we got middle mouse button or F to use. So here we are, we're going to actually test this out. And as you probably may have guessed, with most twin stick shooters, bombs tend to mean kill everything on the screen. So that's nice. I'm going to come up here and I'm not quite sure how long this video is so far. I'm not actually keeping track. Getting a little bit off track with this thing, but I'm actually going to make this 2-part video anyways, even if it is a little bit less than 15 minutes. But yeah, so there's the first game.